Station on 2, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Houston Station, I am ready for the event.
JAXA PAO, this is Mission Control in Houston. Please call the station for a voice check.
Station, this is JAXA PAO. Could you hear me?
JAXA PAO, this is station. I have you loud and clear.
Thank you, Wakata-san. JAXA 広報部の山本です。
This is Yamamoto, JAXA Public Relations. We'd like to start in-flight interview with Koichi Wakata. Wakata-san, please give us opening remarks.
はい、山本さん、ありがとうございます。今日は皆さん、この記者会見にお集まりいただきありがとうござat
the beginning of October, the Crew Dragon was launched, and with great colleagues of Crew 5 and Ground Mission Control, I've been able to achieve results. On October 24th, my stay in space has exceeded 482 days. And I'm making use of the small payload equipment and an exposure equipment, expanding the possibilities of research. And we have been testing, doing research on how the microgravity affects the aging, and also we are acquiring data on the liquid behavior for the impartial G environment. And also we conducted Asian Tri-Zero-G, and we also conducted a robot programming competition, and 12 countries and regions took part in this competition, and 10 teams selected from 351 candidates took part in this contest, and the Tokyo Institute of Technology also won the third prize. And Japanese representatives also took part in the Asian Tri-Zero-G competition. It's been 30 years since Dr. Mori went to space, and in orbit we had some accidents and troubles, but we always resolve these issues by cooperating closely with the ground control team. And also I conducted 2 spacewalks, first time for me, and we were able to install the platform for the solar panels. As for the operation of the ISS, beyond 2025, the Japanese government announced to extend the operation of the ISS until 2030. And we, the astronauts, would like to make the best use of the station possibilities so that we can make contribution to the creation of the sustainable society, and will expand our activities furthermore. My mission is now in getting close to the final stage, but I would like to continue to make contribution to these activities and projects. Thank you very much. So we'd like to go to the questions by the journalists.
My name is Hayashi of Fuji TV. I have 3 questions I'd like to ask. And the first one, Wakata-san, you have experienced the first spacewalks. And how are you feeling now? And did Earth look differently from outside the ISS than from the inside of the ISS?
長年の目標でありました船外活動を今回実現できて、ご支
Thank you
援し
for
て
your
いただいた
question.
皆さんに感謝の気持ちを
Well,
表したい
have
というふうに
a
思います。
long-term
今回は
the
NASA 宇宙飛行士のニ
objective
コルマン宇宙飛行士とペアを組ん
spacewalk,
で、
and
合
I'd
計
like
2
to
回
appreciate
14時間
the
ぐらいにわた
all
る
the
船外活
people
動を
who
行いましたけ
supported
れど
me,
も、
and together with Nicole
ISS
Mann,
の新型
commander,
の太陽電子パネ
I
ルの
had
基部構
14
造を取り
hours
付けるという
extravehicular
作業を担
activities
当することができて、
twice.
これは
And
2030年まで ISS に
I
安定した
installed
電力
the
供給をするために必
platform
要な
of
ものなんですけど
the
も、
new
その
solar
ISS
panel
運用の
in
延長
order
のため
to
に船外
supply
活動で貢献できたという
the
ことは大
stable
きな
power
喜びです。
to the
地球
ISS
の姿ですけれ
through
ども、
2030.
宇宙
So
服
I'm
のバイ
very
ザーを
happy
通し
that
て
I have
見
been
る
able
地球
to
というの
contribute
は
for the
ひときわ
extension
やは
of
り
the
青く
ISS.
輝いている、そし
The
て
through
とても
visor,
愛おしくも
the
感じました。
spacesuits,
それ
the
が
Earth
印象で
looked
したし、と
very
同時に
blue
ISS
and
がやは
brilliant,
り漆黒の
and
宇
I
宙の
felt
暗黒の宇
very
宙の
dear
中で
to
ひと
Earth.
きわ明るく
At
輝
the
いている
same
っていうの
time,
は、この ISS という素晴らしい
ISS
人類の研究
is
実験
in the
施設の
pitch black
その
the
希望、そ
space,
して可能
but
性、
the
こ
ISS
れを象徴す
is
るような素晴
the
ら
is
しい輝き
sparkling,
だったと
so
いうふ
to
うに感
speak.
じました。
And this shows, this symbolizes the brilliance and the hope of the IS. Thank you. Thank you. The second question. So the H3 rocket launch was suspended today because of the abnormality signs detected. Could you share your thoughts about that?
はい、H3 に関してましては、今回の中止に関して、原因究明中というふうに、承知しています。
With regard to the
これまでも
H3
ですね、
rocket,
やはりロケット開発、多くの困難を
I
乗
know
り越
that
えて
the
進めてきてい
cause
ますの
of
で、
the
今回も必ず
accident
国民の
has
皆さん
been
の期待に応えられるというふうに
investigated.
私も
Well, but
JAXA
the
の職員
humans
として
have
信
always
じています。
overcome the difficulties in the process of a space development. So I'm sure that as a JAXA employee, I believe that we can meet expectations of the Japanese people going forward. Thank you. My third question. The astronaut Satoshi Furukawa was admonished for rewriting of the experimental data by his team. What do you think? And what do you think is the most important qualification for astronauts?
はい、宇宙医学研究において、このような事案が起きてしまったということに対して、本当に遺憾だというふうに
Yes,
感じており
in
ます。
the area of
私
space
自身もです
medicine,
ね、やはり
this
気を引き締めて
happens.
任務の遂行をしたいというふう
I
に
feel
強
very
く感じてい
regretful.
ます。で、
And
私
I
宇宙飛行士として
myself
この ISS で、
have
安
to
全に滞在して、
remain
業
focused
務を継続していますけ
and
れども、
discipline myself
私個人
in
という
my
か宇宙飛
duties.
行士だけにでき
And
る
I
こ
have
とでは
been
なくて、
staying
仲間
in
の宇
the
宙飛行士
ISS
のクルーの
very
仲間、それ
safely
から世界
and
各国の
performing
地
my
上管制
duties.
局の皆さんとの
And
連
this
携
has
があっ
been
て初め
possible
て達成できるものですの
with
で、
the
こ
teamwork
の気持
of
ちをですね、仲間
my
の宇宙飛行士
crew
たちと共
members
有し
and
て、
all
今後に
the
生かして
colleagues
いきたいなというふうに思っています。
working
それから
on the
2つ
Earth.
目のご質問ですけども、やは
And
り
we
宇宙飛行
continue
士の
to
資
share
質、
this
重要なものっ
spirit
ていうのは、
for
研
my
究自体も
work
含め
into
て
the
いか
future.
なる
And
状況にお
at
い
the
て
same
も、
time,
冷
yes,
静にですね、
qualification
状
for
況を把握
astronauts,
して、
the,
迅速
in
に
all
必要な
situations, including
ことを
emergencies,
正しく
we need to
取る
stay
こと、そういう
calm
行動を取る
and
ことができるということだと思いますし、や
collect
はりチー
information
ムプレー
and
ヤーであるというこ
make
とが不可欠
correct
な資質だというふうに
judgment
思っています。
and act
仲間を思いやって
correctly.
チームとしての
And
成果を引き出
astronauts
す、
must
そういう
be
資質は
a
とて
team
も重要
player
だ
at
という
the
ふうに思
same
いま
time.
す。
We need to be caring with each other so that we can perform the best as a team. Thank you. My name is Akane from Newsweek Japan edition. Well, I watched the live coverage from the ISS, and you mentioned that the drinking water is made from the urine. And I believe that the ISS is the ultimate place of sustainability. And could you please give us a message about the SDGs in space and on
やはり
Earth?
この希望日本実験棟でもですね、今後の有人宇宙活動に必要な例えば水再生装置、これは汗や尿から水を再生するというシステムで、
water recycling system that is necessary for the future human space development. This is a system to recycle water from urines. This is also necessary for the Earth emergency situation. So the space programs makes contribution not only to the future human exploration, but also the situation. It improves the situation on Earth. Wakata-san, my name is Suzuki of Aviation Journalists Association. So you've been in space for about 4 months, and you have about 1.5 months until you come back to the Earth. Would you please comment on your team? You said that you have been working with your wonderful colleagues, crew, and your colleagues on Earth. And what's important for working as a team? And what is the most important thing for you for the remainder of your stay in space? So that you can continue successfully. Well, very luckily, in this the extension 68, we have wonderful crew members, and every day is a joy, and we have been working very efficiently. All of us have the expertise, a high level of expertise, but communication is the most important for teamwork. I experienced various the problems in operation, but all of the crew members work in one to address problems. And we have the colleagues in space, the operation center in Houston and Tsukuba, and they are also on this team. And with this the team, we have been able to produce good results in space activities. So daily communication is the key. I have been in space for several months, and with crew members and with ground colleagues, I would like to continue this good communication. Thank you very much. Well, tomorrow morning, the ISS will fly over Japan, so I'd like to wake up early and I'd like to wave to you. I wish you good luck. I'm Hatanaka from Nippon Broadcasting System radio station. So when we cannot see the Japan very well when we fly over Japan, but I would like to wave to you. My name is Hatanaka from Nippon Broadcasting System. So after your first EVA, you said that the very bright shining moon was very memorable. So it looks like the moon is guiding us to the human space exploration. So the new generation of astronauts are being selected, and I think you had reaffirmed your commitment to the space explorations and also your expectations for the new generation of astronauts. Could you share your thoughts with us? Yes, this time, the conducting a spacewalk has been my long year dream, and this EVA was necessary to keep operating the ISS until 2030, and we could complete the work to make it possible. And ISS will be a very important test bed to lead us to the lunar and Mars exploration. So within the ISS, we have been conducting the various technological demonstration experiments
that will be utilized for lunar and Mars exploration. And we have to make the full use of the equipment on the ISS. In that sense, the spacewalks we had, I hope this will contribute to the development of ISS and also to help the ISS to advance into lunar and Mars explorations. I hope that that will be achieved. Hayashi of Fuji TV. Japan depends on the United States and the other countries for manned space flights. Do you think that Japan should initiate the technological development so that Japan can operate manned space flight by itself? Yes, as a person involved in the manned space flight, I understand that it's important for many countries in the world to have access to technology for manned space flight, and that way we can improve safety and efficiency for space activities as a whole. In Tanegashima and Uchinora, we have the great launch sites, and in the future, rocket technology and spaceship technology should be improved so that from Tanegashima and from other places in the world, as many people as possible would be able to send to the moon. And such a system could be developed, and in that direction, I'd like to make my contribution. Thank you. This is Akane from Newsweek Japan. You conducted a spacewalk for the first time in your fifth space flight. Although you are wearing a spacesuit, you expose yourself to outer space. And what were you feeling during the EVA? Did you feel any fear or the feeling of awe? Well, it was not the fear or the sense of awe, but after wearing the spacesuit, I went out of the ISS, and I know that it was a vacuum environment, so I was rather nervous, and I had to do what I should do for sure, and that's the attitude I had when I had my EVA. Thank you very much for your questions. Thank you for your questions. Before we go, Wakata-san, could you please share some the concluding remarks? Yes. Until the day I come back to Earth, the time is clicking, and once again, I'd like to express my deep appreciation to all those who supported me. And the time is limited, but I continue my close communication with my colleagues on the ground, and we keep this unity amongst the crew members so that we can show good results. And that way, we would make further contribution to the lunar development and also the further development of the effective and good use of space and the space activities. Thank you very much. This concludes Mr. Wakata's the in orbit space press conference. Thank you.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.
Thank you, Houston.